Hello again and welcome back. Today we're going to be covering how to find high-end inspiration. So we'll start on Site Inspire's homepage. This is basically a website where other award-winning websites are listed as well. So scroll down a little bit and you'll see a simple grid of thumbnails with labels beneath each one. Each tile is a potential source of inspiration for you, but most of them honestly are not going to be worth your time. I'm going to move my cursor over a few of them quickly so you can see the variety, right? We're not saving anything yet. We're just scanning. Notice how some of the thumbnails, they already feel cluttered and templated. They lack focus and the typography looks very generic. Those are the exact ones that you should avoid. Go up to the search bar and search NOA and click on the first one that pops up, NOA, no ordinary accessories. Click on it to open it up. And then scroll down slowly and notice how each product section has generous margins and clean alignment. There's a clear hierarchy between headings, body, and images. This kind of structure is what we're after because it's buildable. You can imagine replicating the large hero image, the altering sections, and the consistent spacing in your own projects. When you're compiling your inspiration library, focus on layouts that make you think, I can build that too, rather than that looks cool, right? Let's go back on Site Inspire, and then we'll go to one called Quinn Global Tax Law. Okay, type that in the search bar and click that now. Open it up. And then immediately you notice a dark map in the background with delicate curved lines and a sophisticated serif headline. The layout is minimal, but not plain. As we scroll down, large panels of color separate sections. There's a nice balance between text and negative space, and the contrast is strong. This site can be sold as a high-end legal brand. It meets our criteria, premium feel, clear hierarchy, and a layout that translates into an actual build. I'll bookmark it by hitting the browser's bookmark star. You should keep a small collection like this so you're not sifting through dozens of mediocre options later. A curated library anchors your projects and trains your eye over time. If you want another little loophole that I personally use, when you're on a website that you like, and you want to use it for inspiration, if you right click on the website and you click Save As, this will actually save the HTML file to your desktop where you can actually upload this into Cursor, the program that we're going to be using, and you can get the AI to actually reference this code base to structure your own code base. This will save you countless hours of time. Just be sure not to copy their code base exactly and come up with your own stuff. That's specifically only for reference. Otherwise, you could get in trouble for copyright. So just do it the right way. I want to show you now what to reject. Still, go back to Site Inspire's gallery. And once you're there, let's scroll down and find something not to get. Now find something called John Howell. Click on it, open it up. And you'll see there's a cartoon illustration with garish colors. I opened it for a moment. The homepage loaded with some random guy spinning in the middle. This is all right, extremely cluttered. Not too much going on. A little bit of a unique layout, but nothing that really catches my attention. Scattered elements, mismatched fonts, and cramped spacing. It screams template. There's no clear rhythm or hierarchy, and it feels like it's trying too hard to be different. This is exactly the kind of site that we scroll past. Now, close the tab. Don't add this to your library. Every time you skip something like this, you're strengthening your discernment. According to design experts, a fact for you, actively curating what you save trains your taste and keeps you from mindlessly copying bad patterns. Before leaving Site Inspire, let's go back and look at one more example. I'm going to open something called Singer Reimagined. Okay, click on that after you type it in the search bar. Open it. Now, the hero section, when you land here, displays a cinematic horse for the representation of displaying a luxury watch with a simple navigation at the top. As I scroll sections, alternate between text and imagery, each with ample space. The typography is elegant and cohesive, and you can tell that this is a premium product site. It's obviously not a cheap template. Again, this one goes into our saved references. We're not collecting dozens, we just need a handful of strong ones that we can use for reference later. Now let's switch to Godly, another curated gallery of web designs. You can navigate there yourself by typing into your browser bar, godly.website. Go there, and the homepage proclaims astronomically good web design inspiration, okay? Below that is a dense grid of thumbnails. The danger here is endless scrolling because it literally goes like, it doesn't stop. You can go whichever way you want. Without a system, you'll lose hours. We're going to be intentional. Scroll down to the first screen of thumbnails, and immediately when you see a site with an animated character and neon colors, it looks fun, right? Or even this one here, it looks fun, but it's chaotic. It's not premium. You can tell like the typography isn't something that you would be able to sell to a high-paying client. I'll click it briefly to show you. Look at this. You got stuff bouncing around. There's no clear call to action. The colors are jarring. You got random stuff here. Like, this is not worth saving for high-end inspiration. Let's go back to the gallery. Let's search around. I found one here. Melon l'Elmour. The thumbnail showed a dark presence. When clicking on it, look at this. This is beautiful. This is premium. Look at the way that this is going. Sleek imagery, sleek motions. The landing page greets us with a beautiful video, and the scrolling events are smooth and luxurious, right? Scrolling down reveals neatly organized sections, each separated by clear white space and ample room on a 4-grid layout that gives just enough space, but not too much, so they have their own space, but they're not too close. The images are high quality, and the spacing feels measured. There's a simple navigation bar at the top, and consistent typography throughout the page. I could easily translate this into a website build for a tech product or a gallery. This goes into our small reference pool. See, we're looking for layouts with strong structure, not just flashy animations. Saving only a few means that you can revisit them quickly when you're starting a project. Let's go back to Godly, and I'm gonna find another website to actually reject. There's a thumbnail here for AuthKit. I'm gonna go ahead and visit the website. Now look, that was a pretty cool entry. Very beautiful animation. Cool icons. This looks templated. You can tell it's a little bit more high quality than a typical AI output, but it looks very, very AI. This looks AI. It's decently well done, but it's not exactly what we're looking for. Like, this is just, it's not what we're looking for. They didn't do a bad job, but it's not wow. Look, and at this point, we have a small library, a few strong examples from Site Inspire and Godly. That's enough. Too much design inspiration can stifle creativity and lead to copying. You always want to make sure you have your own unique angle. Even if you're referencing a different website, you should always portray it and try to develop it in a way that makes sense for you and your style. Experts advise that looking at other people's work in moderation and curating your feed so you're not overwhelmed actually excels the cognitive load and capacity for efficiency when building your own products. Also remember that copying patterns from popular companies can be harmful because not all of their design decisions are actually a good thing. Our approach avoids this by selecting only what has clear, buildable structure. Now, to recap the system, start on a curated gallery like Site Inspire or Godly, and quickly scan the thumbnails without committing to anything. If a site looks templated, cluttered, or uses gimmicky visuals, ignore it. When something feels immediately premium, clean hierarchy, balanced spacing, strong typography, open it. Scroll through slowly and confirm that the structure holds up on multiple sections. Ask yourself, Do you think that you could sell this for $5,000 to $20,000? If yes, save it. If not, move on. Repeat this process until you have a small set of high quality references, bookmarks, or a digital notebook to keep track. Personally, I use my computer. Over time, this curated library will anchor your projects and train your eye. Now, one final reminder for today, inspiration should almost never be random. Don't scroll for hours and hours and hours saving every interesting thing. You only need a few strong references. By curating intentionally, you avoid overwhelm and you keep your focus on buildable ideas. And don't forget that you can right-click on a website and click Save As to download their front-end HTML code. Secret sauce for this lesson. Now that you have a system that you can follow every time you need inspiration for a website, you're almost ready to go ahead and do it yourself. That's all for this one. I'll see you on the next.